What is up, everybody? Welcome back to 5 Minute Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Luke Smith. Guys, first things first, I'm wearing the same clothes that I did in the last review. That might be a little trashy, but here's the thing. I was going to mention it at the end of the last video, and I didn't, so I'll mention it now. So I'm wearing my good friend and friend of the show. He's been on several of our podcast episodes at this point. Really great guy. Trenton Chapel Live. He had a merch promotion going on a while back, and I bought some of his merch. This isn't really an advertisement because that promotion has long ended, but I just wanted to support my friend. But guys, I'm going to be talking about something that's not fun. Something that hurts my soul. Something that makes me feel miserable. And that is the absolute hunk of garbage that Netflix decided to put out, called The Woman in the Window. That's right. This movie, which was number one on Netflix's trending thing, or their top 10 movies thing. You know what they do. They do a top 10 for movies and shows during the week. It's dumb. Netflix gets on my nerves sometimes, but I've never seen a movie this bad, at least not recently. I'm not kidding. This movie sucks. And I know I'm making a lot of bold claims, but I'll tell you why. I have reasoning as to why they suck. A lot of reviews kind of just state something as if it's fact, when in reality they don't really explain it. So I want to try my best to voice my opinion to you. This movie is really bad. First off, it wastes a fantastic cast. First off, you have Amy Adams, who is the star in the film, a multiple-time Oscar nominated actress. She's never won, which is kind of a travesty at this point. But she's a fantastic actress. One of the best modern actresses of her generation. And she is okay in the movie. She might be the best part about it. But that's like saying there's a piece of crap, right? There's a piece of crap, and inside of that piece of crap you find a rock. Now, it's the best part of that piece of crap, but it's still just a rock. And that is the analogy that I'm going to use here. I'm going to stick with that. That's a good analogy. I'm complimenting my own analogy. So, aside from her, this cast is loaded with stars. First off, you got Gary Oldman, Julianne Moore, Jennifer Jason Leigh. These are all nominated actors and actresses, and they're just not very good in the movie. And a lot of that stems back to the direction of the director of this film, Joe Wright. Again, another reason I was excited for this is because Joe Wright has made several films that I love. I love his film Atonement. If you haven't watched Atonement, very good. Keira Knightley, James McAvoy. You've probably heard of it by now, but very good movie. He also made the fantastic Darkest Hour, which of course Gary Oldman won his Oscar for. Another great movie. So, and I was also excited because Tracy Letts wrote the screenplay. Now, you might not know who Tracy Letts is. He's a little bit more known for his acting work. He was in Ford vs. Ferrari, and he played the dad in Lady Bird. Just to name a few things. But he's mainly known as a playwright. And he actually normally adapts adaptations of his plays in film. He'll write the screenplay for his stage adaptation. Very talented writer and director. So it's like you got a great director. You have a Oscar-nominated screenwriter. You have an all-star cast. And you have a cool premise for a movie. It's kind of like The Girl on the Train, but a lot more interesting. You know, you see a woman who's agoraphobic stuck in a room, or in her apartment, I should say, and sees a crime from across her street and becomes obsessed with trying to figure out that crime. That's a really cool premise for a small, contained thriller. But guys, none of it works. I don't know what happened. It's like everybody was phoning in everything. The direction in this movie is pretty bad. And normally it's kind of hard for a typical audience member to notice the direction in a film. Normally that's something that me being a film nerd, I kind of latch onto. I can tell, oh, this is a really well-directed film. No, it's I think anybody could just look at this and notice that the direction is off. There's a lot of odd close-ups and weird camera angles that make no sense. It feels like a student film. A high-budget student film. And Joe Wright, like I said, I believe he was Oscar nominated for Atonement, or at least Golden Globe nominated. He got a bunch of nominations. He's a good director. I guess he just didn't care about this project. I don't know what happened. The screenplay is easily the worst part. This is easily one of the worst scripts in a film that I've seen in the past couple years. None of the characters have any development, aside from Amy Adams' character. Also, they start up several plot points in this mystery, because it kind of functions as a mystery. We're taken inside the head of Amy Adams' character, and we're trying to unroll this mystery, kind of solve this mystery as she does. And you get a little bit of a resolution at the end, but so much of it is left up to just a giant plot hole. She has an interaction in particular with Julianne Moore's character early in the film. And by the end of the film, you figure out who that character is. And it makes no sense as to why she acted a certain way that she did. Again, I'm being vague because, I mean, if you want to watch a movie and feel miserable, then you have the right to do that without me spoiling it. But guys, I'm not kidding when I say that this script is awful. There are giant gaping plot holes. The Suez Canal is bigger than these plot holes, if that gives you any reference. I'm not over-exaggerating, guys. And a friend of mine who I love, he's a good friend of mine, told me that this movie was awesome. He's like, bro, you need to check this movie out. Fantastic. And I was excited to watch it. I was already hyped, and then he hyped me even more, and I was let down again. Also, the big reveal that I mentioned, that doesn't pay off at all, by the way. It's a twist villain reveal. You think the villain is a certain person, and it's revealed to be a different person, and it's one of the worst twist villains I've ever seen. Also, the guy who plays this particular character is not a very good actor. This is this guy's first film role. He's very young. He's a teenage actor. And he is just horrible in the film. And it is one of the worst twist villain revelations I've ever seen. The camera pans on him. It's very overly stylized. We're like, we get it, Joe, right? We get it. You know, this guy's the villain. You don't have to spell it out for us in every frame. It's honestly just ridiculous, guys. And this isn't even a film like Monster Hunter, which was my least favorite film of last year, where you can just kind of watch it and just you hate it, but at the same time it's so stupid that you can laugh at it. This movie does not have giant monsters or Tony Jaa eating a freaking Hershey's chocolate bar to make you laugh. This has nothing like that. All this movie is wasted potential. This should be called Wasted Potential, the film. I'm serious, guys. I know it sounds like I'm harping on this a lot, and I know a lot of you like this movie. And more power to you. I'm glad you like what you like. You have a film that you can watch, and you just, you don't have to think about much. You can just really enjoy it. That's cool if you think that, but we can't be friends now. No, I'm just kidding. We can be friends still, I guess. I'll think about it. But seriously, guys, this movie is just horrible. I mean, I can't really say much more. I've probably rambled a little bit, but I had to get all of my hatred out. It's like this weight that's been on the inside of me that I had to just shoot out at you all. And it's horrendous, guys. This is the first time I've ever done this on this channel, I'm pretty sure. I've given a half point before. I gave like a 0.5 to Monster Hunter and to the New Mutants. But guys, this is much worse than that. It's not even so bad, it's good. It's just so bad, it's bad. Guys, this is going to get a rare 0 out of 10 for me. If I could give this a negative score, I would. Easily a top 3 worst film I've ever seen. Maybe we'll do a podcast episode sometime on our least favorite movies, maybe. Guys, thank you as always for watching. You guys are the best. I know this was a little ranty, a little more angrier than usual. But you know what? That's kind of fun to do every now and then. Wasn't fun for me, but hopefully it was fun for you. So, guys, thank you as always for watching. Be on the lookout for more videos very soon. I will see you all later. Bye.